Hey, it's Chad from Winning Tennis, and I want to make a short video on a couple of things you need to do on the backhand, particularly a two-handed backhand. I hit both, mostly the two-hander, and when I hit my two-hander, I usually focus on these things. And when I show people how to play, I also talk about them. So let's take a look. Okay, here we have Monica Puig. She's from Puerto Rico. She's ranked about 56 in the world. And she won the Olympics in 2016. So she probably has a good backhand. Now, when she goes to hit the ball, okay, what I want you to see is that she puts the racket almost vertical. All right, and almost every great backhand, and I've made videos on this with Federer and Wawrinka, and Dimitrov, and they put their racket vertical. And she does the same thing on the two-hander. Okay, let's take a look. All right, so she goes from having the vertical, and now look where the racket is. Okay, so the racket is almost about a 45-degree angle coming this way. This here would be parallel to the baseline. This would be coming from directly behind. So it's about 45 right now. And I want you to notice a few things. The first one is that she has her heel off the ground here, so she's going to be putting most of her weight on that back foot. That's really important when you want to generate power, to put the weight on the back foot. Second thing, notice, look at the bow in the hand. Okay, if you take your right hand, if you can see this on the camera, and you do this, that's what you should be doing on every single two-handed backhand shot you hit. You don't really do that on the one-hander, you do that on the two. It's almost essential, because what that does is allows the head of the racket to dip below the ball, and then you can swing up and generate topspin. Okay, so let's look a little bit more at what happens. All right, now here, this is something that I think a lot of two-handers lack the knowledge of, which is, look at how close that right arm is into her body. It's virtually touching her body. Okay, and the left arm is pretty close as well. The right arm is almost straight. There's a little bit of a bend. But look at that bow she has in her right hand. Okay, it's still there. And when I instruct people to hit a two-hander, I tell them, think about putting your right hand in your pocket, because you really want to have your arms close to your body, so that way when you turn your body, your arms are not just generating the power alone, but they're very much helped by the body. That's why the arms are so close. Okay, and now here she unleashes, and it's only at this point that once she makes contact with the ball, is when she releases that bow. So you're going to hold on all the way, and then you're going to release. Okay, so you can think of this as a left-handed forehand, or you could think of it as a two-handed shot. I think of it more as a two-handed shot than a left-handed forehand, personally. And you can see the weight is on her back foot, and over here, her front foot is off the ground. Now watch when she hits the ball. She should be transferring her weight onto that front foot. Okay, so what she did was, because of the way she hit the ball, she brought her weight around, and she still transferred her weight, but instead of going forward, she came around to the side. Okay, so this is her doing a 2-minute drill with her coach, where he's hitting like balls side to side, and she's just non-stop hitting for 2 minutes. Okay, so let's take a look at another backhand here. All right, here she sets up for a backhand. So there's that split step, and then there's a pivot out. Okay, that's really essential. I try to tell that to people all the time. There's a split step right there, and then there's a pivot. Watch that foot. You see how that foot turns? So now she's in almost in an open stance, 45 degrees perhaps, turn with the feet. This would be maybe parallel to the baseline, maybe a little bit more than 45. Okay, and right there, okay, notice the elbows are pretty close into the body. her chin is right over her right shoulder and the racket head is up. So if you're hitting a two-hander, you want to try these things. Okay, let me just kind of list them again in order of importance. Get the racket vertical. Okay, when you take back the racket, make sure that the right hand is bowed. Keep the arms close to the body. And we'll see her go through this again. And look at that. Now it does take flexibility, right? Her chin is right over her right shoulder. Look at that bow right there on her right hand. Okay, the left hand doesn't, the right hand does, always. For right-handed players. For left-handed players, obviously, it would be the opposite. And she comes from below. Look how low that racket is compared to where the ball is. That's how you generate topspin. You get the racket under the ball and you hit up on it. You create that brush. Oh, by the way, you can see that hand again. Let's go back. And you can see right there. She creates a loop. She has that racket go up. It goes down. And look at that. It's almost a 90-degree angle on that wrist. She really gets that racket head dropped. And she comes through and then transfers the weight. Look at that. It's perfect. Let's see that one more time so we can see how she transfers the weight. Okay, so the weight is going onto the back foot right here. And now all the weight goes onto the front foot. That's really important. You see that on the serve too, where people jump onto the front foot. And the same thing on the backhand. You can jump onto that front foot. And I hope this short, informative video helps you. Let's take a look at one more. Okay, this is a slice. Right? I've made plenty of videos on the slice. But I hope this video really helps you. And when you go out to the court next time, practice these things. Most important thing is this wrist here. And I've made a video on it. I think it's called like the best tip to hit a two-handed backhand. There it is again. And watch the pros hit. You know, hit with people that are better than you. Go out there, practice this stuff, one thing at a time. You know, work on one thing at a time. And of course, you want to have a great follow-through and good footwork. And let me tell you something. Tennis is one of those games where it takes a while to work on, but when you get it, man, it's a thing of beauty. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more videos. Like, share, comment, leave a question. I'll answer it. All right, see you in the next one.